I don't care what anybody says. There's two people in sitcom history that'll never be touched, and nobody's come close to. One, Dick Van Dyke. The other, Lucille Ball. Nobody is ever going to be in that level or in that range of comedic acting and commanding a show and its audience. Nobody's ever going to come close to those two shows and those two actors in sitcom history again. Put it in the books, it's done. Welcome back to another episode of the Popcorn Confessional. And this is Dave from Nerdbox, and I'm accompanied by my wife Jen, also from Nerdbox. And on this episode, we are talking about being the Ricardos. So fire up that Jiffy Pop and meet us in the booth.
In 1952, Lucille Ball testified in front of the House of Un-American Activities Committee under the suspicion of being a communist. She was cleared, but not before a tabloid radio journalist declared her a communist. And that's a terrible thing to be called.
Yeah.
That week also saw a tabloid scandal break that Desi Arnaz was cheating on her. And then Lucy and Desi also revealed to the studio execs that she was pregnant.
This is the third film by Aaron Sorkin. He did Molly's Game, which was very good, and then he did The Trial of the Chicago 7. Both very good movies. This one was very good as well. And I have to say that we have Lucille Ball, played by Nicole Kidman, and then we have Javier
Bardem
playing Desi Arnaz. And the story focused around their relationship going through these three different periods in their life that were all brought together for 1 week. And at first, I kind of thought it was like, is this a documentary style film? Because it brought in the original people that worked on the set, and they kind of introduced the film, and they were talking about it. It's like, what am I watching? Is it?
And they introduced like their own characters too in
Yeah.
the movie, like who they were, and talked about, okay, did that really happen in that scene? Which I thought that was really good that they did that because, I mean, you knew that this is what actually would happen on set. So
Yeah, and it's the 50s,
yes,
right? So
yeah.
women don't have it as easy in the 50s as they do today.
No.
So if you think about the whole, hey, Lucy's pregnant and we want to have it on TV, that's taboo, right? You had separate beds.
Yeah.
You had, did they even kiss really that much? I don't think so. I don't remember.
On the show, no, but apparently, like off camera, they couldn't keep their hands off each other. So, I mean, but let's not, you can't skate over the fact that they were also in an interracial relationship.
Yes, yes. And J.K. Simmons is in this movie. He's playing the actor who plays Fred Mertz on that show, if you've ever seen I Love Lucy. And he kind of brings that up to Lucy during the film a little bit too, talking about, the relationship between each other and what the cultural differences are. So that was good to see in it. So this movie is really driven by four characters, and there are several smaller characters that are in this movie as well that also do a good job to keep this movie moving forward.
Yeah.
And I have to say, it's definitely probably in the running for Best Picture, Best Actress, and maybe even Best Supporting Actor with Javier.
Yeah, I think so. The cast was really good. The whole cast did a really great job. I think that there were times where if I closed my eyes and Nicole Kidman was in character, I felt like I was listening to Lucy. I did watch the reruns of I Love Lucy because I am not old enough to have seen I Love Lucy, but I watched the reruns with my parents because they really love that show.
Yes, that's the special thing about being a Gen Xer. We get to see the whole evolution of a lot of things. A lot of people are like, what the hell are you talking about? Rotary phones, yes.
That's a thing.
8-track tapes, yes. Black and white television shows on a 13-inch TV screen or smaller, yes.
Yeah. No remote control. You are the remote. You get up, you change the channel. Then when remotes came around, it was just the channel up thing. You just hit channel up, and if you went too far, you gotta start all over again. And a rotary phone, don't miss the number. You mess it up, you gotta hang up and start all over.
Yeah. So that's a little bit when it comes to movies. We don't do it really with television as much. But with our kids, if you enjoy cinema and you enjoy television, you enjoy all this type of things, and you have a family and stuff like that, it's always good to experience some of these older shows with your kids. We did this with the movie side, and we never really did it with the TV side. But like I said in the opening, I Love Lucy with Lucille Ball is going to be untouchable when it comes to actresses being in the film. Who's the closest? Roseanne Barr? Get the hell out of here. There's nobody
No,
else, really, if you
that's
think.
you can't even compare the two, and to compare the two, you should just be punched in the throat. That's a travesty. I
And
mean, Roseanne, she's the one that should be accused of being a communist.
yeah,
She's almost as un-American as they get.
that's a different topic for a
It
different
is,
show.
but I'm just saying.
But if you think of female leads in a show, really, outside of that, who really jumps out? Nobody.
No, because any other show that was kind of back in that time or even a little bit later, the women didn't have a voice.
Mhm.
I mean, you go back to like the Brady Bunch or Happy Days. Those moms didn't have a voice.
Mhm.
They didn't.
That is the brilliance of Lucille Ball and what she brought to American cinema and to television, and that was respected in the delivery of this film. So it
Mhm.
is a very good film to watch. Now, what do you rate this one?
Well, my rating was gonna be that I'd see it in the theater again, but it's not playing in the theater anymore. It was a limited release. So I'd buy it.
Yeah, I would buy this too.
Hmm.
I would gladly sit through and watch it several times because it's that good. The acting's great, story's good.
We laughed a lot. The whole theater did. It
Mhm.
was funny. It was really funny.
Yep. The streaming sites are kicking ass. This one's on Amazon Prime, so if you have a chance to go watch it, definitely go do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna enjoy yourself. And the movie doesn't seem like it's fast paced, but it moves. You lose track of time when you're watching it.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Mhm.
So, but it's nice also to watch it in your living room because if you have to go to the bathroom, you can pause it because you don't want to miss anything. I mean, it's one of those movies where you just don't want to miss it because it could be something important or just something really funny.
Mhm.
So you don't want to leave your seat. So,
Yeah, she learned a hard lesson in the movie that we're gonna talk about soon.
yes, I did. So
Mm.
now I have to watch that one again. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and share.
Yes, if you're watching this review and you're not sure if you're subscribed, there is that algorithm that runs in the background that pushes the reviews up into your suggested list. So please go and check to see if you're subscribed to the channel. And if you're not, just click it. It's not going to change how many videos show up in your feed because you're already watching them.
No, and you can have the notifications silenced or,
Mhm.
just be occasionally notified. You don't have to be notified all the time, but seriously, don't watch us and then not subscribe. Like,
Yes.
come on.
And we'll see you on the next one.